Three engines up and burning. 3, 2, 1.
Roland Burris, the newly appointed senator from Illinois, turned away from Capitol Hill after the Senate refused to seat him yesterday. He was tapped, of course, by embattled Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich to fill the spot. So, should he actually be seated? In the pundit pit this morning, former Clinton Pollster Bernard Whitman, political analyst and author of Party Crashing Kelly Goff, Fox News contributor Margaret Hoover, and Amity Schlaze, a senior fellow at the Council of Foreign Relations and author of The Forgotten Man. All right, Amity, I'm going to start with you because you just informed me that your home state is Illinois. You might know something about the political scenario there. What's going to happen to Roland Burris?
He's going to get in, and he should. I mean, we talk a lot right now about leadership in this political and economic crisis. Roland Burris is a good man. No wonder he's feeling righteous. You know, he was in politics, being controller in Illinois when Rod Blagojevich was what, in high school? So let's stand up for him. Let's accept that. This is not worth a political fight.
Margaret, I find it fascinating, though, because it seems that the whole PR spin on this thing has changed dramatically. From the day that he was appointed by Blagojevich, everyone was saying, oh, he should never be seated. Now, actually, people are kind of turning the corner and saying, oh, I feel a little sorry for this guy.
First of all, constitutionally, there's absolutely no reason he shouldn't serve out the term that he's been appointed to. Rod Blagojevich was entirely within his constitutional right to appoint him, but we can't forget that this was an extremely cynical move on Rod Blagojevich's part. Look, now we're talking about the fact that an African-American senator is being turned away at the door of the Senate, and we're not talking about the fact that the governor of Illinois is about to be indicted.
And Kelly, you know, you have other congressmen yesterday saying that this was racist, and Harry Reid responding by saying that's outrageous. It's not necessarily great for the Democrats right now to try and sort out this entire mess.
It's not great at all. In fact, I mean, no one wants their wedding day ruined by their drunk uncle making an inappropriate toast at the reception. And I think that that's sort of, unfortunately, the position Barack Obama finds himself in. He should be celebrating his inauguration, and then he's got this big distraction going on over here. And, you know, and Margaret's completely right. It was incredibly cynical, and I thought that to Harry Reid's credit, he made a really great point. All the people who were, you know, complaining about the race issue, who were trying to make it about race, when I thought we elected an African-American president on his merits, he made a really profound point. You know, Bobby Rush wants to complain about there not being an African-American senator, and yet he didn't endorse Barack Obama when he ran for the Senate seat. So I think that it shouldn't even be an issue.
All right, Bernard, I got to get to this point because today Burris is going to sit down with Harry Reid, and he's going to possibly discuss some sort of a plan. But I'm thinking Burris is not going to really step away from this. He's not going to say, oh, I'll only take the seat for 2 years.
No, and I don't think you can ask the guy to do that publicly. Look, I think like just about everyone in America wishes Blagojevich had not made the appointment, but he did, and we need to get on with the business of government. We have extraordinary problems in this country. The Minnesota Senate seat looks like it's finally been settled. I think Burris will ultimately get seated, and I happen to agree with Senator Feinstein that says if he doesn't get seated, it could call into question gubernatorial appointments for Senate seats going forward. So I think ultimately the matter will be settled.
All right, more with the pundit pit coming up. Barack Obama taps former Clintonite Leon Panetta to head up the CIA. Well, the problem? He doesn't have much experience in the intelligence business. We're back in the pundit pit to debate this one. All right, Bernard, I'm going to start with you on this because a lot of talk, Leon Panetta, some people said you could have knocked me over with a feather when they made this announcement or when it started to leak out. Your thoughts?
I think it's a bold move. It's unexpected. But the CIA is an agency that has extraordinary low morale. It needs a fundamental house cleaning. We need to give it a fresh look, a fresh face. And I think Leon Panetta has experience all through government. He can bring leadership and management. And we can be certain that Leon Panetta is not going to be overseeing secret jails and torture at the CIA. So I think that Democrats and a lot of Republicans are ultimately going to applaud the choice.
Well, Margaret, the whole thing is, a lot of people said, hey, this was a total political decision. It was almost like a slap in the face to the Bush administration and their policies with regard to this.
Look, here's the problem. We're in a time of a war on two fronts where intelligence is absolutely a key component of winning these wars. To put somebody who has zero intelligence experience nominated to this position not only is a dumb idea, it also reinforces the narrative that Democrats don't know how to take care of this country. So not only was it was a daft move by the Obama team because they're playing right into the narrative that Democrats haven't done the job they need to do to keep the country safe. And it's their turn now, and they need to do it. By appointing a guy who has zero intelligence experience is not a good way to start.
And Kelly, there was another gaffe, so to speak, because apparently Obama did not call Dianne Feinstein originally to let her in on the word that Panetta was his choice. And then yesterday, Joe Biden is back on the forefront saying, oh, yeah, that was a mistake.
Well, there's no question that the rollout was a fumble, Gretchen, but that doesn't mean that the pick couldn't ultimately end up being a touchdown. By the way, all my male friends, I think, are going to be really impressed that I actually was able to make any sort of sports analogy there.
I like that.
But my overall point being is that, I was going back and reading, and the history is actually really, really mixed in that, there's no right, perfect candidate. What history has actually shown is that people from within the CIA can actually turn out to be horrible managers and terrible directors, and people from outside can be really good ones, and vice versa. There's actually no perfect person.
Yeah, but that might have been pre-9/11. Amity, your thoughts?
Well, we all talked about how much license we were going to give the new president during the campaign. I think he deserves this license. He needs a team that he can trust. There really are those serious foreign policy problems coming. Russia, looming closer, stuff with China, Iran. If President-elect Obama can trust Mr. Panetta, then go for it. It's not politics as usual right now.
It was interesting yesterday because Obama came right back and said, well, he was Clinton's chief of staff, so he was privy to all of the international intelligence information during those 2 years.
I'd have to disagree with my good friend Margaret. I think it was deft. A deft move, not a daft.
Not a daft. It's the change of the vowel from E to A. So close, but so far away on thoughts. Great to see everyone in the pundit pit today. Thanks so much.
Thank you.